All right, Maximus Analysis here for May 15th, 2015. We see that we didn't have any follow through today. Need to still be cautious. Just because they broke above these highs doesn't really mean too much if they're not going to follow through. Dow, be careful because they kept a lot of that stuff up and they split it down the middle. Split it down the middle means that half of the names were sold, were red, and half were green. Now, I know some of you are going to go and say only 12 of them were actually red. Well, it's actually, I consider if something is only up 2 cents, 3 cents, or less than 20 cents, I consider that basically a flat day. So you had 15 that were red and flat, and you had 15 that were up. The biggest ones that are up were, I actually forgot who the names are because they're so uncommon, but you can see that basically you didn't have any follow through today. So they need to hold above this 2108, 2105 area and continue from there. We do not want to see it back into the crap, which we've been in for such a long time. The NQ, same thing, no follow through today at all. And we want to see again how they react on Monday. You have the IWM pretty much giving you the same type of deal, very tight range. And again, it was very hard to trade the ES today. Crude paid well and did well. Again, didn't trade too well today, quite honestly. I was kind of caught up. So it is what it is, but I just want to make sure I am as real as possible with you guys. YM, hurry up. Okay, same thing. You see half the names. Again, if you look at the Dow 30 names, you'll see that half of them are up, half of them are down. Apple, actually red day today. Again, it's kind of, right now, you just want to see what's going on because you can see even without a lot of stuff on there, you can see we've been in the chop pretty much from 130 to an $8 chop. So we're still in it. Again, you keep your powder dry, wait for a proper setup. Tesla actually traded pretty well. You're going to see some resistance around this 254 area. We have a turn date probably coming up next week. I'll let you guys know about it or I'll tweet it out. Actually, the specific turn date for Tesla. Netflix actually did really, really well, gapped up and then faded to the close. But again, it's an uptrend, so we would not be looking to do anything bad with that. You see that it's a down day for Amazon. You had a price line that kind of faded a little bit towards the end of the day. So again, we do not want to see these lows being broken at all. Gap down, you got a 1, 2, 3 bar pullback. Again, it's still in here, and you could still say this is a pivot from here to here, but you can see that it barely closed, got above this previous high, and rolled back into the price action. That's something that we prefer not to see. I did Netflix, did Amazon, price line here, Google. Same thing. It didn't really give much of a sign, and again, you can see we're still sideways for this name, going back and forth, ping pong in between here. Best thing you have in this case scenario is the higher lows. But a lot of stuff did not follow through, so you want to just be careful with that. Goldman Sachs is it's the down name that's going to do well. You're going to have 3M. Oops. 3M. Again, they're going to manipulate these names because, again, at the end of the day, the stuff was flat. So we want to make sure that we're looking at that stuff. Also, let me stop looking at this crap. TLT shot up today. So you had half the names being split, and the bond shot up about $2. So again, we kind of want to see how that one's going to play out and keep our powder dry accordingly. Again, I'm still looking at some swing trade opportunities. Might be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to be probably posting more of that stuff as well because during the chop, you definitely do not want to get caught up at all. And you can still see we're still in the chop per se. So again, they can run it up. You got the higher lows, but we want the follow through with some volume. Okay, couple closes. Again, I had that 2110 area. This is the second close above it, and it's actually not added any volume to it. So we wanted to hold this 2108 area, 2105 area, and definitely hold the 2100 area. So we'll see how this one plays out. It goes through a very quiet weekend. Well, I hope you have a very quiet weekend. And again, it was a very emotionally charged week with all this price action looking like they were going to take it back. And again, 2080 gets hit, they're rolling back over, and I have to mention it because of how crazy this price action has actually been. So today was a very, very tight range day, and you can see from the 15-minute that it was just, you know, the open was right here, and you can see it's pretty much been it just was sideways, and popped a little bit into the close, but it was a very hard day, and I was caught in a couple shorts that I was just like, ugh, and they kept defending that 2115 area, which is, it broke quickly. It broke right here. They went to like 2114.25 and defended it like hell. So you could see from the daily that they were just trying to basically keep it up above these marks right here. So they broke it once, nothing crazy. Again, it's a small candle day, and it get ripped to the upside. But again, be cautious. Again, with bonds, half the Dow names being split. So I don't know if that's distribution or accumulation, but it's just funny that we don't get to follow through what we really, really wanted. Again, I almost feel like they wanted to crush both sides of the fence. You have weekly puts that got crushed, and you got weekly calls that got crushed. So it was almost like a double win for the black hand, the invisible hand that controls these markets. So just be cautious. Again, wait for proper setups and go from there. Take care.